Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sneha, and today I'm doing the What's in My $1,000 Sephora Fantasy Basket Tag. So if that's something that interests you, please continue watching. Now this tag video was started by Emily Noel, who is an OG on YouTube, and she's been someone I've watched for over a decade now, I think. She is absolutely amazing, and I really enjoyed watching her answers for this tag video, and then soon I saw few other YouTubers that I watch, so Morgan Turner, Samantha March, Mel Thompson, and many others also did the same tag. It was really fascinating to see what products each YouTuber chooses. So I thought this was interesting, and when Antariksha approached me with this video idea for a collab, I was like, yeah, we should definitely do this. So I'm really curious to see what products Antariksha picks up in her basket, and also the proportion of eyeshadow palettes that she picks up, because she is an eyeshadow palette junkie. So I will be listing her video in the description box below. Definitely check her out. She is an amazing YouTuber who reviews a lot of products, does a lot of eyeshadow palette reviews for sure, and also caters a lot to dry to normal skin types. So if that sounds interesting, definitely check out her channel and give her a follow. She's very humble, down to earth, and just gets straight to the point. By the way, if you are curious about this makeup look, it will be up on my Instagram at some point, I'm not sure, but most likely in the month of August. Also, I just wanted to have a little bit of a disclaimer that this video is in no way encouraging consumerism and that you have to go spend money on these makeup products. But in a way, it almost tells you that even though I desire to have certain products, I don't really buy everything my heart desires. Despite being a YouTuber, I do wait out for many products, such as, for example, Juvia's Place palettes. I know a lot of people went crazy with the brand, and they have so many palettes from the brand. But for me, just last month was the first palette of Juvia's Place that I purchased, and I don't feel like I missed out on anything. The palettes are going to be there, and with advancement in technology, there's always going to be new products, better products actually out on the market. So don't feel like you're going to miss out on any product that launches. There's definitely going to be more products out in the future. Now, I live in the UK, and unfortunately, we cannot have access to the Sephora website. It is so annoying. We were able to when I first moved here, but I think they changed it like 2 years ago or so. So when you search for a product in the browser, the Sephora.com page will be in the search results. But anytime you go click on one of those, it'll automatically redirect you to the France website, which is all in French. And they also do not have all the brands that's available in Sephora US. So how I actually picked this product is by not actually having access to a Sephora website. So I just picked products based off of what came into my mind, thinking that these have been at the back of my mind and I would really like to receive or get these products at some point. Many of these are also products that I've used in the past, but I no longer buy them because I don't buy them in the UK for some reason. I've also noticed that the culture of buying has changed since I've moved from the US to the UK. When I lived in the US, I would easily be one of those crazy people spending over $1,000 during the VIB Rouge sales. So that has definitely changed, and now I spread out my purchases throughout the year since moving to the UK, and I really think about what I really need. Although there are some impulse buys, especially some of my followers will send me links or discount codes to encourage my buying. But overall, I think it's a much better culture than the culture of buying in the US, at least for me personally. So that's how I've made the list of products. I basically just Googled whatever products I liked, and if the Sephora page came up, it's added to my basket. And then once I had the list, I sent it to my sister who lives in the US. So she has access to the Sephora website. So she sent me essentially screenshots of the products. So enough of rambling on. I think this is probably my longest intro ever. So let's get on to the video. So I've divided the basket into categories. So I'm going to be talking about the products in the order of application. So I'll start with skincare first. And I'm actually surprised that I spent 21% of the amount, which is £1,000, as my skincare products. So the first product that I would buy is this eye cream, which is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, and this retails for $39. It's something I've always wanted to try, especially since they developed the banana version, the yellow version of the eye cream. So that's always been on my list to try, but I just haven't gotten myself to buying it just because I have quite a few eye creams that I'm going through. So that would definitely be in my basket. The second product is also from the same brand, Ole Henriksen, and it's the Truth Serum. Now this is something you guys have probably seen me if you followed me for years, that when I lived in the US I would buy the Truth Serum multiple times, and it is a product that has also featured in my empties several times before. So this one, the big size, cost $74. I really enjoyed using the serum and noticed good difference in my skin. My skin really enjoys vitamin C products, so this would definitely be in my basket as well. The next one is a moisturizer I've been wanting to try for a long time, and it's a brand we do not have access to in the UK, which is Tatcha. I know it is, and super annoying that we don't have the products here, but hopefully one day I will get to try this moisturizer. This retails for $68, at least the bigger size. This is supposed to be a very lightweight, hydrating moisturizer that's not too heavy on the skin, and I feel like this would be really nice on my oily skin type, so this would definitely be in my basket. And the last skincare product would be another eye cream. This is by Origins. This is the ginseng eye cream, and it's something I've used before, and it really targets at depuffing the under eye area and also dark circles. I don't have major discoloration under my eyes, but I still really enjoyed this product and did notice visible difference, especially at depuffing. So that's something I definitely want to repurchase, and it retails for $32. Next category is face products, and I'm really surprised that I only spent 8% on this category. So the first one that I would get is the Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Under Eye Blurring Powder in medium. This is something I've been wanting for a long time. It was also ordered, so I'd purchased this as a set with the concealer, but when the order got shipped, I just didn't have the powder. And when I contacted customer service, it was sold out. So even on Sephora website, I believe it's currently sold out. So at some point I do want to really get this powder, because I did try it in Selfridges here in store and it was really beautiful under the eyes. So this one retails for $30 and it's on my list, and I think I will at some point definitely buy this. Another face product is again by the brand Tatcha, so I don't have access to it. And I want to get the liquid silk canvas, so it's not the putty format. I do have a sample of that from when my sister visited me, I believe last year. So I do want to try the liquid version of this, and this retails for $52, and I've heard really good things about the primer, so definitely in my wish list. Next category is eyeshadow palettes, and you shouldn't be surprised because I love eyeshadows and creating different looks. So I have spent a good portion, so 38% of the money is spent on eyeshadow palettes. So I hope Antariksha crosses this percent. I'm just curious, we'll see. The first one that I want to get is the Pat McGrath Mothership 5 palette. This has been on my list of palettes for a very long time. The shades that really attract me are the red, the bright red shade in the palette, and then the special shades, especially the one on the top. But when I look at the rest of the palette, I also realize that I do have those shades in some format in different palettes. So that kind of keeps me away from buying this. So I recently also ordered some Sydney Grace eyeshadows, which may be potential dupes for the red shade. So I'm not really sure if I will buy this at some stage, but it is definitely in my wish list, and it has been ever since it launched. Next is an eyeshadow brand I haven't tried before. I don't think I have anyway. So that's by Tom Ford, and this particular eye cord looks so interesting. It is ridiculously expensive, but this one is called African Violet, and it's an eye cord costing $88. I know, 4 eyeshadows, but just the color story looks absolutely beautiful, and I've not tried the formula of Tom Ford eyeshadows, so I'm really curious to try it, and if I had the money to spend it, I would surely add this. I was debating between this one and the Honeymoon palette. The Honeymoon looks more wearable kind of tones, whereas this one, just those colors screamed out, so this one definitely won the race. Next, I would get a palette by Natasha Denona, and this is the Metropolis palette. This palette has again been on my list for a very long time, but again, when I look at the shades and swatches, I'm like, I already own these shades in other palettes. A few of the blue-green kind of shades seem to be unique, which I don't have currently in my collection, but I don't want to buy a palette just for those couple of shades. So this is $129, so I don't think I will buy it in the near future, but if I had a gift card or something, I would buy it. Next is a Viseart palette, of course. Viseart is one of my favorite formulas when it comes to eyeshadows, and this particular palette has been on my radar for a bit. So this is the Dark Edit palette, and it retails for $39. I really love the color story of this palette. It has the richness, and I feel like it will be a beautiful palette for the fall. So this one definitely made it. Next, I've also chosen some brushes for my haul. and this would use up 9% of the $1,000. So there are three brushes, and all three of them are from the brand Sephora, the Sephora Collection Pro line. The first one is this foundation brush number 56, and ever since I've got this mini, when I did have access to Sephora and I was a VIP Rouge member, I did get a sample of the 56.5 brush, and I am in love with the density and the application that I get with this foundation brush. So I definitely would want to get the full size if I can. So that's on my list. The second one is another foundation brush, which is Pro Foundation Brush number 47. And each of these brushes, sorry if I didn't mention, retails for $30. This brush is like a modified version of this one. It basically, I think, at least based on the pictures online, has a slope on one side. So I think I would really enjoy it for application and buffing out foundation as well. So it's another brush I would try. And the last one is their Pro Highlight brush number 98. Again, the same pricing, $30, and it just looks like a nice shape. Quite similar actually to the Linda Hallberg brush that I have. This is 306, but since I like the quality of the Sephora Collection Pro brushes, I feel like I would really enjoy this brush as well for highlighters, concealer. I don't know, I really like small detail brushes, so I feel like this would be a nice small face brush. And then the last category, have you guys guessed it or not? If you followed me for a while, you know that other than eyeshadows, there's one other category that I constantly keep buying, and that is lip products. So based on the basket, I've spent about 23% on just lip products. So the first one that I would get is the Pat McGrath Matte Trans Lipstick, and I already have a few shades, but I would either get Vendetta, just like this beautiful rich color, and I think that's the one I've added in my basket. But I've also been really enjoying the sample size of Omi, so that's another lipstick that I was debating, but I think the color one, the Vendetta one, will win. So this one retails for $38, and at some point I feel like I will get this one. Next is a gloss from the same brand, and this is their last lip gloss in the shade Flesh 6. So how this gloss got about to be added to my cart is that I recently got the mini lip gloss set, and I've been really enjoying the texture of those glosses. This literally creamy, non-sticky, hydrating, and have that amazing shine. Amazing quality of gloss, so I definitely want to add more shades. I was debating between Flesh Fantasy and Flesh 6, but I believe the first shade was out of stock, so I chose Flesh 6, which is a deeper version. It's described as a rich rose brown, which sounds perfect for me, so those are the kind of tones I tend to gravitate towards anyway, and this one retails for $28. Some more products from Pat McGrath. I would definitely be interested in trying the Luxe Trans lipstick. I haven't tried them yet. I do believe they're more hydrating and moisturizing, so I generally don't tend to like those kind of lipsticks which have that kind of slip and they wear off the lips very soon in a few hours. So that's the reason I've not tried them yet, but if I had extra money, I would spend it on the shade Unnatural Natural, and the price is $38. Two lip liners from Pat McGrath that I would be really interested in trying. I believe they were mostly out of stock, but the two shades are Manhattan and Suburbia, and they retail for $28 each. Next, I would also like to add some shades to my existing collection of Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats or the lip liners. So I've chosen 3 shades for those. First one would be Walk of No Shame. Beautiful. I love the lipstick that goes with this, and it's something that I will get a lot of use from. So each of these retails for $22. I would get that. The next one would be Hot Gossip. This is another shade that I feel like I would get quite a bit of use from. And the last one would be Hollywood Honey, which is like a deeper red tone brown. So again, a beautiful shade. So those are the 3 lip liners that I would add from Charlotte Tilbury. And that brings the grand total to $992. So I think I've done pretty well. I did not want to exceed the $1,000 price point. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and that it was entertaining. Definitely check out Antariksha's video. I will be listing it in the description box below. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!